Alright, welcome back guys. So this is going to be a recap for third week of April here. Pretty interesting week. Got a margin call and PDT flag on my account, so I was only able to take two trades, excuse me, and I did also make another account, which is a cash account, since this one was a margin account. I put around $3,000 in there and going to be trying a different strategy, swing trading and kind of core trading with that one, while using the margin one for intraday trading. So we did get to take two trades before I did get flagged. The first one was a red trade here on the 13th. I believe that was Monday. Um, yeah, just got caught on the downside here. It's just a stupid trade on my part, and it was kind of later in the day. Um, I should have looked at the bigger picture because I believe it did end up running. Yeah, it popped to like 14, and then post market it did end up running. So I was at the beginning of that run. Um, Honestly, just bad. I identified a good trade, good trend, um, good idea, just terrible execution. Should have had a wider stop loss. Yeah, I think got it in at 11, 10.76. I should have had at least 50-cent stop loss there, going for 2 for 1. So $12 take profit, 10.50 on the. Yeah, I don't think it got too low as 10.50, so I wouldn't have even got stopped out. I think I just got too scared and got in, saw it chopping around, and just instantly got out. I should have gave it some room to breathe. I think yeah, I was supposed to have a stop at 10.50, but I think I just jumped the gun too quick. Um, but yeah, that was a terrible execution on my part. Shouldn't have been a loss in the first place. But yeah, that was just very, very terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, that could have been a nice one or two, but yeah, it happens. I know that for now. Thank God I only took 100 shares as well, but yeah, that was the trade to start the week off. And then the second trade was on Works. Um, yeah, this one just sucked. Um, I missed if you see my lines down here, I missed my initial entry. This is a recording of me, I think, at that day. Yeah, this is right after I took the trade. Yeah, it was a pretty disappointing trade, very frustrating trade. Um, I should have, yeah, I think I was 100 shares again, but um, it was just, I missed my entry. I saw it run up, and then I chased it kind of, and I got in really late, around, I think it was like 10.70 that I got in at. And it was already, the pre-market chart didn't look good, and I just was too eager, got too greedy, because the day before it ran up, it had a crazy run, so I was just kind of blinded by that, and my expectations were grossly exceeding what the price action was really doing. Um, just overall, on my part, on my end, that was just another bad execution. Yeah, so that was to start the week off, and then the next trade was again on Works. This was on Wednesday, I believe. And I made half of back of what I lost, but this tended to be my problem. I'll have my losses be bigger than my winners, which really doesn't move my account anywhere, and it just slows it from going down, if anything. Um, but yeah, this one was kind of cool. I think there's another video of me recapping right after. Yeah, but yeah, that was a good trade. Gave me some confidence back. Um, got in at 9.30 with about 100 shares, I believe. 9.80 got out, and thank God I got out there because that definitely was a top for the day. And yeah, after that, it just kind of was going down, I guess, forming this descending triangle. But entry was this dashed blue line. That was take profit. I could have let it run a little more, but oh, sorry, wrong one. For this one, entry was this blue one. That was my stop loss, and then take profit was initially at 9.90, and I was initially at 10. But after this happened, I moved it down to 9.90, and then it kind of was just struggling, and I just moved it down to 9.80, just because I needed to get out, or because I already got my 50 cents, which I was aiming for. So that was good execution on my part. Identified a good setup. Was consolidating in here. Um, had good support, and yeah, that was a good execution. Rather, only problem here being if I know I can identify a good setup, I should take a larger size, but that would really be able to let me maximize my winners. But you never know when the time you do take large size ends up being the time where there's a false breakout or something along those lines. So I was trying to just keep it controlled and just went in with 100 shares. And then after this trade, um, my account got flagged, and then I got a margin call for because I'm under PDT. So that kind of put the brakes on my account, and I was gonna call TD Ameritrade, but it said there was like high volume for the calls coming in, so I said I was just gonna wait for the weekend to call. Um, and I'll touch up on this in a bit. But the next trade was on PDSB again in the cash account, long account. Um, and for this one, honestly, I don't even know what to say for this one. I miss it right out the gates. Um, and I think about thousand. I think there was 1,000 shares for this trade. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think I took this one with 1,000. Yeah. So was really confident in the setup, and I thought it was going to work out. And I was like, yeah, let me just size in. Took the 1,000 shares, and it didn't go my way. And thank God I got out for a loss that was not, 3 digits or bigger. But yeah, this one really was another frustrating trade. So overall in the week, I think it was just unfortunate week in a sense. Um, the margin account got flagged. Took 2 L's here in the cash account. Um, Overall in the week went 1 for 4, which is really bad. Overall loss was about 145. Um, just wasn't a good week, a lot of mistakes on my part. I could have done a lot better in identifying and executing, but just wasn't really on my A game. Wasn't really taking A+ setups, but definitely something I continue to work on and strive towards being able to see better setups and better opportunities to execute on. Working on being a sniper, as some of these gurus say. But yeah, in the margin account 1 for 2, these kind of just washed each other out. Just not going to make my account go anywhere, and these are just frustrating, just unfortunate. But yeah, going back to on Wednesday when I took that trade and my margin account right up on this trade. Um, I don't know how, but I guess I was 4 within the rolling 5-day period, and I think I counted the Good Friday as a day, but I didn't realize I didn't count as an actual day, but I had just miscounted. So definitely did this to my account, and I went ahead and called them and talked over the situation. So hopefully they can go ahead and get the flag removed. But if not, this account will be suspended for 90 days before I can take a trade again, or I could see if I can change this into a cash settled account. But I'll first have to wait for the review to see if they can remove the flag. So hopefully they can, and next week I can be up and trading in this account. But if not, I think we're just gonna have to plateau here for 90 days, which is really unfortunate. But thank God, just in time, I did make this cash account here deposit about like 3,300 roughly in there, and definitely had I think it was like one good trade, push it up to 3,400. But then took those 2 bad trades. Now I'm sitting at 3,200 from 3,400, which is just discouraging, definitely frustrating. I should be taking steps forwards, not backwards, but nonetheless, definitely a learning process. With every L, there comes a lesson. But combined with both my accounts, just barely at 5,000. And hopefully this can really set me up to get to that $25,000 PDT mark. But if not, this account will be frozen. We'll have to wait 90 days, and I guess I can just hit the books really hard and study up and simulate during this time, while just trying to take longer swing core trades in this one. A much smaller share size, like 50 to 10 to shares, maybe 100. But yeah, none of this 1,000 share madness in this account. But if you look back on the month, we are down about $27-30 with 11 trades. In the actual margin account, we have taken 7 trades. 2 this week, 2 the week prior because Good Friday, and then 3 the first week, up about 100, which doesn't really make me happy because in the newly established margin cash account, I'm down 121 with 4 trades. But yeah, this was oh, wrong way. This was definitely a frustrating week for me. Definitely need to take a step back, maybe meditate, do some yoga or something before market opens, so I don't get that tunnel vision and don't have such high expectations, and really get to see the bigger picture and can use that to my advantage in not getting stuck on the downside every time, or not hesitating too much for too much confirmation and then missing the setup. But yeah, that was it for this week, guys. Hopefully we can turn things around soon and start seeing some gains, push the count up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000. Hopefully that is the plan, but with current conditions it is very difficult, and trying to learn with school and everything else that's going on. I'm trying my best, but taking it one day at a time, 1 week at a time. So hopefully we see the light at the tunnel sooner rather than later. So thank you guys very much. I will see you guys on the next one.